Hi, Wonderhussy here. Today I'm in the beautiful Eastern Sierra near the town of Bridgeport. I'm on my way home from Burning Man, if you know what that is. It's a big festival north of Reno where everything gets really, really dusty. So I stopped off to camp here for a couple days and just shake the dust out of all my fabrics, tapestries, and get all the dust off my bikes and my gear and kind of clean out my trailer a little bit because it took a beating last week. And this particular campsite is just a great place to decompress from Burning Man because there's a beautiful creek, water, trees, and there's a hot spring so you can soak. But I've had a lot of requests lately that I should give a tour of the inside of my vintage trailer. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys how I roll when I'm rolling with my trailer. Okay, first of all, I've got my amenities. Just because I'm camping in the forest doesn't mean I have to be uncivilized. I can have a beautiful carpet and even a floor mat so you can wipe the dirt off of your shoes. My sister got me that awesome what happens here stays here floor mat. Then, you know, I put a ukulele out because it just seemed like a whimsical vintage trailer chick kind of a accessory, and somebody just happened to give me that as a gift at Burning Man, which I thought was pretty cool. And then, you know, I've got a little sitting area if you want to sit outside. But I know you guys don't want to see that. You want to see what's inside the camper. So let's go in. Here we are. My fabulous vintage trailer. Here's just a little pan around, give you the idea, and then we'll start going into the details. Okay, so this side here is the dinette, and that's where the table folds down into a bed that would probably sleep, two people. My sister normally sleeps on that side, but she didn't come to Burning Man with me, nor did she come to these hot springs. So I can keep the table in the upright position as a place to sit and work on my computer, put on my makeup, whatever. I was just about to eat some delicious grapefruit. Yeah, my friend gave me some grapefruit. Then, you know, I've got a few decorations going on here, some swag and a chandelier because I'm a very fancy hussy. I've got this Coke bottle with a dead yellow rose in it is an interesting story. My friend who lives in Beatty, Nevada gave it to me on my way up to Burning Man. And at that time, the yellow rose was blooming, but this is a Coke bottle he found out in the desert, and it's a rose that bloomed in his backyard in Beatty, so it's really a cool thing for him to give me. And then I've got my curtains here. These I really did kind of half-ass. It's just a bunch of bandanas that I bought at Walmart, and then I just went in with my sewing machine and hemmed one side so that I could thread a curtain rod through it. Kind of a cheap cheat. But, you know, works fine. It's kind of like my little hunting lodge in here. So there's my deer head on the wall. Hey, man, that's a 5-point buck, right? Pretty impressive. And then this upholstery, you might recognize. I did make a video about my trailer when I first got it, and so you might recognize the upholstery from that. It's the same, hasn't changed. Then over here we have the kitchen. Which, you know, I'm not much of a cook, so do I even really need a kitchen? I just need a place to heat up water for washing and, you know, coffee in the morning. So the stove works, but I think there might be a leak in the propane line because every time I turn on the propane, I smell propane really strong coming out from over here. So rather than just go out and turn off the propane after each use and turn it on, I brought a little backpacking stove with me, just so I could heat water in the morning for coffee, and it's working out just fine. And then look, my mom got me these awesome new pot holders. A little bottle of wine, some decorations. I mean, I did just come back from Burning Man, right? This is the performance that I did up there. I was dressed as Marie Antoinette, and I was peeing champagne into people's cups and even into their mouths. It's Burning Man. Gotta go there to understand. Okay, so I also have a sink. It's not a sink with a faucet, but it's a basin, and it runs down, and I can catch the gray water in a tub underneath. So it's very handy for doing my washing up. To that end, I have my little mirror hung up here so I can brush my teeth and wash my face, stay clean, even though I'm camping. Cleanliness is important. And then I also have an ice box. It's not a propane-powered refrigerator or anything, just an ice box. I think you put a block of ice on the top there and it keeps everything pretty cool. I mean, even without an ice block, it kept all my sodas and stuff 1 or 2 degrees cooler. I'm not much of a cook, so I didn't bring a lot of perishable food anyways. Beautiful Pepto-Bismol pink color fridge. And then I've got, you know, my kitchen storage up here. Keep all my food. Got the fixins for my favorite Frito pie there, and then a few other things to snack on if I need it. And on this side, I just keep all my toiletry stuff. I got all this stuff for my sinuses because of the dust at Burning Man. And then underneath, we have plenty of storage here for my silverware, wine opener. How do you like this? Like, guys, I'm letting you see what's inside my drawers. That's pretty hot, huh? You like looking in my drawers? This is just a bunch of kitchen stuff, coffee, supplies, tea, matches. I have a lot of this instant Starbucks that a fan sent me from my Amazon wish list. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, I think there's some incense in here too, just in case it gets stinky. Down here I just have some pots and pans in case I do ever want to cook anything. This one has hot hands, space blankets, insulation tape, just odds and ends, kind of like sort of like my garage drawer. Down here, this isn't really a finished cupboard, but it's just a kind of a cubby space over the wheel well that you could use to store things. And then this one here has my dishes in it. You know, just cups and plates and stuff. And then, oh, by the way, really nice countertop here. All right, well, you know, I got my bed over on this side. This is the bedroom. This folds up into a couch, but I figure it's easier to just leave it as a day bed because why make my bed every friggin' night, you know what I mean? And there's storage underneath the bed, so I can put a few bags down there with my beautiful, this is actually a Muslim prayer rug that one of my ex-boyfriends gave me. But, you know, I like to have carpets on the floor just for, make it classy. And then I do have some tea lights up here that I light up after dark to create a sort of cozy ambiance. Now over here I also have storage up top. Oh, I think I forgot to show you, over the dinette there's also storage. So there's a lot of storage in this camper. You can keep all your odds in it. Oh, what's going on in here? Yikes. Some things are best left unopened, I guess. But there's plenty of storage. And I feel like I could probably live in this size trailer. It's about 13 feet and it's plenty of room. Okay, here's a closet, which I have all my kooky Burning Man clothes in right now because, you know, Burning Man, you wear a lot of weird costumes and stuff. So I've got all kind of fur and sparkles, crazy stuff. And then down here I have my little camp toilet if I have to go pee in the middle of the night. And there's a little bit of storage in here. This is my wig that I was wearing for my Marie Antoinette thing. But I just keep all that locked away in the closet there. No fuss, no muss. And then I've got a few decorations hung up here. This is a sticker somebody sent me. It's a graffiti artist. You might see his work or his name all over the place. Anyway, that's my trailer tour for those who've been curious. Like I said, I feel like this is big enough I could live in here for at least a month, probably permanently, if I just made a few modifications. I would need some kind of a battery for power or a solar panel up top or something. But if I had power and I was able to charge my phone, and if I was in an area with Wi-Fi, I mean, the drinking water thing I can do pretty easily by just filling up jugs. You can see here. That's what I've been doing in the sink. So, yeah, I could definitely live in this trailer if I found a nice place to park it. Or, you know, I could tow it around from place to place. It's kind of a pain to tow. It weighs 1,700 pounds, plus all this junk I have in it. So I only get like 7 or 8 miles to the gallon while I'm towing. So I wouldn't want to move it around too much. But, you know, maybe move once a week or something. That wouldn't be bad. So who knows? Maybe one of these days I will make my dream come true of living in my van, quote unquote, down by the river. And I really am down by a river. How about that? Anyways, I'm going to clean off the rest of my Burning Man stuff now. I'm going to go down to the river, get some jugs of water, and douse it all off. And then I'm going to go for a soak at the hot spring. All right, finished cleaning up all my Burning Man stuff, and now it's time for a soak in the hot spring. I'm going to try to shoot some footage there, but not sure if I can because there might be a bunch of naked people around. We'll see. Now this is what I'm talking about. Oh, what a relaxing day. Got everything packed up, got myself cleaned up, got myself hydrated, a nice relaxing soak. And now, the best part is, I get to go to sleep in my cozy trailer, which is even cozier at nighttime. I am gonna sleep like a baby tonight.